Hello everyone, my name is Ashish and welcome to the Xadmin channel. So guys, in this lecture we are going to learn about the this keyword in Java and what is the this keyword and the use of the this keyword in Java. So guys, here we are going to see the what are the problems we are going to face if we don't use the this keyword in Java and how we can overcome that problem by using the this keyword. Okay. So guys, firstly we are going to discuss the problem we face in Java program if we don't use the this keyword, and then we will try to resolve that problem or overcome that problem by use of this keyword. So firstly let's see the definition of the this keyword. So guys, inside the OPS lecture, if you remember, I told you about the object. So the object has a state and a behavior, right? So object has a state and behavior. Okay. So guys, the anything that is referring to that object is called as a reference variable. So guys, any variable which is referring to this object is called as a reference variable, right? So guys, in the same way that this keyword is also a reference variable which refer to the current class object. So guys, this keyword is a reference variable which refer to the current class object. Okay, so this keyword is a reference variable which refer to the current class object. Fine. So guys, this keyword is a reference variable which refer to the current class object. Fine. Okay, so now guys, we are going to understand why this keyword comes in existence. So guys, we will understand this with the help of a program where I will not use the this keyword, and we will see the what problems we will face without the use of the this keyword. So for that I am going to create a class. So let's go to our IDE, and here guys, I have already created a package with the name the demo this. So I'm going to create a class, a Java class inside this package, and I'm going to give the name of this class as a demo. And guys, inside the demo class I am going to create an instance variable with the name I. So let's create an instance variable with the name I, and after that guys, I'm going to create a method. So let's keep the name of the method as a set value to set the value to the instance variable. So guys, here the set value is a method which is going to set the value of the instance variable, or it is going to store the value to the instance variable. So let's keep it x, and let's store this x to the I. So guys, here the set value is a method which is going to store or set the value of the instance variable, right? And now guys, I am going to create one more method which is going to display the value of the I. So let's keep the name of the method as show, and then inside this method I am going to write a system.out.println which is going to show, or which is going to display the value of I, right? So guys, inside the demo class I have created a two method. The first is the set value method to set the instance variable, and also a show method to display the value of a I, and also I have created an instance variable with the name I, right? So now guys, I am going to create one more class. So let's create one more class, and guys, this will be the main class where I will put a main method. So let's keep this class as a main, and inside this class let's put a main method, public static void main, and let's give the arrays inside this. So guys, I have created a main class with a main method, and inside the main method I am going to create the object of this demo class. So let's create the object of this demo class. Demo equals to new demo, right? And guys, here with the help of this demo object I am going to call the method of the set value to set the value to the instance variable. So now guys, I'm going to call the set value method, and here I will pass the value as 7. So 7 is going to store in the x variable, and it is going to store this x value as 7 to the our instance variable, that is I. So here the I will become 7, right? So let's do one thing. Now let's call a show method to display the value of the instance variable which we are storing to the instance variable, right? So let's compile this class and let's see the output. So I'm compiling. So guys, we can see the output we are getting as a 7, right? So guys, we are getting the output as a 7 because we are calling, or we are setting the value or guys, we are setting the instance variable I with the value 7 from here by passing a 7 to the set value, and set value is going to set the value to the instance variable, right? So now guys, so now guys, let's say that if I am changing this x variable with the I variable now. So guys, let's say that if I have changed this x variable name with the I variable, and guys, here you can see that the we have instance variable with the name I, and guys, here we have a local variable I. So let's change this x to the I, okay? And now guys, we are storing this I to the I. So let's see that if I am running this program, so guys, what will I getting the output? So let's first see the output. So run this main class. So guys, here you can see that we got the output as 0. So guys, here what I am doing, so guys, here you can see that we have an instance variable with the name I, right? And now we have a local variable with the name I, right? So guys, here I am storing the local variable value to the instance variable. So now calling the show method will display the I variable value as 0. And here guys, this cause the problem is like, guys, the local variable value is also I, and the instance variable value is also I. So guys, if I put the local variable value to the instance variable, then the value will go to the local variable, not to the instance variable. So guys, in this case, it will print the instance variable default value. So guys, if I am storing the local variable to the instance variable, and the name of the instance variable is same as the local variable, so guys, it is going to store to the local variable, not to the instance variable. So that's why we are getting the value as 0, and guys, here the 0 is the default value of the instance variable. So guys, as we know that the integer has a default value as 0, so guys, it is showing, or guys, it is printing the SOP as I, and guys, here the instance variable value is 0 as a default value, because guys, it is not going to set to the instance variable if the name of the instance variable and the local variable adds same, right? So guys, the problem is like, as the local variable is also I and the instance variable is also I, right? And guys, if I put the local variable to the instance variable, then the value will go to the local variable, not to the instance variable, right? So guys, in this case, it will print the instance variable the default value, and the default value of the instance variable is 0, as it is an integer. So we are not storing any value to the instance variable, right? So guys, to resolve this problem, we can use the this keyword. So guys, here what we will do, we will provide this dot I to the set value method. So guys, if we will change this value of I with a this dot I, so now guys, it is going to refer to the instance variable. So guys, this keyword is going to refer to the instance variable of this class, demo class. So now guys, it is going to store this value, like it is going to store the value 7 to the instance variable of the demo class, because we have used the this dot I, and this dot I is referring to the instance variable, right? So let's run this program. I have run in the debug mode, no problem. So guys, here you can see, so let's run again. So guys, here you can see that we are getting the output as 7. So okay, so now so now guys, it is going to store the 7 value to the instance variable if we are using the this keyword. And guys, if you are not using the this keyword, then it is going to store the value 7 to the local variable if the name of the local variable and the instance variable is same, right? So guys, here this will refer to the current class instance variable. So guys, the demo class is instance variable as I, so value will store to the instance variable now and not to the local variable. So guys, here we are getting the output as 7 inside the show method. So guys, if I provide the instance variable and the local variable as a same name, then with the help of this keyword we can store the value to the class instance variable rather than the local variable. So guys, to store the value to the instance variable, then we have to use this keyword, right? So guys, this keyword refer to the current class instance variable. So guys, here this keyword is refer to the current class instance variable. And guys, we have seen if we are not using this keyword, then what problem we can face if we have the name of the instance variable same and the local variable same, right? So guys, to store the value to the instance variable, then we have to take the help of this keyword. And guys, here this keyword refer to the current class instance variable, right? So guys, this keyword is refer to the current class instance variable, right? So guys, okay, so guys, this is the one of the main use of this keyword, right? So guys, I hope you understand the use of this keyword and what is this keyword. So guys, in the next lecture we are going to see the more uses of this keyword, right? So thank you and have a nice day, and thank you for watching this lecture, and see you in this next lecture of this keyword. Thank you.